Hello, COSA 30 folks. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. I'm Professor Almeida, and I will be your instructor for the 12 weeks that we are together. We start on Monday, September 26th, and this is an online asynchronous class. So in other words, we don't have scheduled class meetings. It is really up to you to log into Canvas and to interact with the class. Okay, it's very important, especially since we are meeting for 12 instead of 16 weeks. Also, this is a compressed class where we are taking the same 16 weeks worth of COSA 30 and we're compressing it into 12. So the pace will be a bit faster. In this video, I want to show you what to expect for your first week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our one-stop shop called Canvas. To get to Canvas, you want to visit the Long Beach City College website at lbcc.edu, and then you want to log in through your Viking portal. You will need your student ID number and password. This is the same information that you used when you first signed up for the class. You will see Canvas in your Viking portal, and once you click on Canvas, you should see the Canvas dashboard and our class here. Okay, so this is the COSA 30 class. You want to go ahead and click the link. So this is what our class site looks like. Again, I'm Professor Almeida. You can learn more about me by visiting my website at jpalmeida.com. If you need to contact me for whatever reason, the best way to do that is through the Canvas Conversations inbox. That's this right over here to the left. I do ask that you allow 24 to 36 hours for a reply. My student office hours is your chance to connect with me on all things COSA 30. And for this semester, I'm having office hours both face-to-face in person and online. So Wednesdays, 1:30 to 3:30 p.m., I'll be in my office in M244. Now, in the syllabus, you'll see my old office on there, but I just recently moved to M244. That's on the second floor of the M building. If you come off the elevators, it's off to the right. You go past this corridor where you'll see the restrooms, and you go in through M236. My office will be in M244. Now, Thursdays, I'm in the Canvas live chat. That's this right over here from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. So if you have questions for me, you can just drop into the chat and I'll be there. Again, Thursdays, 9 a.m. to noon. All right, how to get started. You want to download and read the syllabus. The course syllabus is your guide to this class and what to expect. It is very important that you read it and refer to it throughout this course. Okay, so make sure you get a chance to read the syllabus, and once you get to the schedule at the end, I want you to take the due dates that you see here and plug them into your personal calendar. Okay, that way you don't forget about the due dates. Now, the due dates are typically every 2 weeks. They normally fall on Sundays, but as you will see here, in the first week, you do have a due date, and because of the way the fall semester is set up, the final due date actually falls on a Saturday. Okay, this is the last day of the course. So again, make sure that you take these due dates and you plug them into your personal calendar. All right, once you have done that, the next thing to do is to register with Connect and SimNet. Now, we're using two different publisher platforms, McGraw-Hill Connect and McGraw-Hill SimNet, and you will need to register for both. Okay, here's the page with more information on using Connect and SimNet. To make things easier on yourself, you'll probably want to use the same login information for both, okay? The same email address, the same username, and the same password, but you will need to register for both. Access cards may be purchased together at the bookstore, but if you can't purchase access right away, you can still sign up for temporary access. It will last for 14 days, which will give you enough time to get started with the class. And again, you'll have to do this for both Connect and SimNet. Okay, don't forget about that. You have to register for both in this class. Also, you can see some links and contact information on how to get support. Here's some videos, how to complete Connect activities, SimNet activities, which include the projects, and then how to install Office 365 on your system. So all of that right here on the Connect and SimNet information page. That's this link right here. And then finally, have a little icebreaker for you. You can check into the discussion forums and introduce yourself. All right, so that's basically the home page. There's some extra links for you here on how to get support, more COSA 30 stuff. And when you're ready, we can go to the modules page and take a look at your first week's assignments. All right, if you need to take a break, by the way, you do have that pause button. All right, let's have a look at week 1. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. Again, you have that link to Connect and SimNet information. Here are some tutorial links on using SimNet. And here we are, first week. Again, this is a compressed version of COSA 30, so we are moving at a somewhat faster pace. And we're pretty much following the IC3 digital literacy certification. Now, there are 3 levels to the IC3, and they're called level 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 is the foundational level, and there are different areas we're going to be looking at, such as tech basics, digital citizenship, communication, collaboration, safety, and so forth. So for the first week, right now, we're just focused on tech basics and digital citizenship. So it looks like there's a lot in the first week, but you'll see it's basically a sim and a quiz for each. Now, as far as what to turn in for your first week, okay, let's have a quick look here at the overview before we get to that first assignment. So again, the overview of activities page, it's just that same video on how to complete your Connect activities. And then here's what I was just talking about with the IC3. By the way, these certifications are stackable. So if you are looking at going for the IC3, there's more information on how to achieve this. Okay, so be sure to take a look at this overview page. Here are the action items for the week. Again, make sure you register with Connect and SimNet. I do have a worksheet that you will need to fill out. Okay, this is the only item that is due in the first week. Okay, this worksheet is due Sunday, October 2nd. So this gives you a chance to turn something in, even if you don't have full access to Connect, or if you're running out of time as far as completing the training sims, okay? Because all the information you need for this worksheet, you can easily look up in the training sim. You don't have to necessarily go through it and answer all the questions as they come, okay? We'll talk a little bit more about that training sim in a moment, but the worksheet is something you do have to turn in your first week. Now, I also strongly recommend that you use these worksheets as study guides. Okay, there are other worksheets for digital citizenship, communication, and so forth. So I do highly recommend using them as far as studying for the IC3. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to download this worksheet and fill it out, and then you're just going to turn it back in. Okay, so here's the worksheet. It seems like there's a lot because, to be honest, there is a lot with this first Tech Basic sim. It is actually the longest sim of all of them. And then once you are done filling out the worksheet, you should see a Start Assignment button here in red. I'm essentially in God mode right now, so that's why you don't see it. But on your end, you should see a Start or Submit Assignment button up here, and that's how you can turn in the worksheet. Okay, so that's the worksheet. Here is the Tech Basics Training Sim. It's a very long sim, so you want to get started as soon as you can. And then you have the quiz, and then finally your digital citizenship sim and quiz. Okay, this sim is not going to take as long, I can promise you that. Again, you'll see the due dates here. The Tech Basics worksheet due Sunday, October 2nd, and then you'll see the rest of these are not due until the 9th, but you don't want to put off doing these assignments. Okay, remember, we're only meeting for 12 weeks. For those of you who like to work ahead, week 2 will be available, but we'll talk more about week 2 in a separate announcement. Anyway, that is all I have in this video. Welcome aboard to COSA 30. Let's make sure we get settled in. Let's have a good 12 weeks together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.